Here is a quick comparison of two of the best sport watches that Seiko sells these days. These are about the sub $1,000 sport watches. This is the Seiko Alpinist, the 2020 version, that comes in at about $600. And this is the Seiko SPB147, the 62 Mass Homage, that comes in at about, I don't know, maybe $700 to $800. Now, one of my viewers asked me for a comparison, so this one's for you, Moses. So, well, they really are different watches, but they're very classic watches. The Alpinist is from 1992, which is when the compass bezel comes out, but the range harkens back to 59. Obviously, the SPB 147 is from 1965, when the 62 mass came out. Let's have a quick look at some dimensions. So this is about 40 and a half. That's a little smaller. I already know the dimension. It's about 30, about 40. Did I get that right? Yeah, this is about... So yeah, it's about 39 and a half. So, that's just a millimeter that separates them. That's really not a lot. So let me just get that thing again. Say about 41. Yeah, so that's about 41, and that's about, say, I don't know. It's kind of hard to do this on a camera. $39 and a half. So yeah, there's a 1.5 millimeter difference. What makes it different is really the bezel. The bezel on the SPB 147 is such a solid bezel that it makes the watch seem a lot bolder than the nicely rounded edges and the polished edges on the Alpinist. If you look at the SPB 147, you have that brushed finish with a very nice chamfer polish on one end, which is, some would say almost Zaratsu quality. I don't think so. It's not Grand Seiko. You have to have a Grand Seiko to know it. Both of them have anti-reflective coating, which makes a world of difference. It makes it so readable. In fact, the old SARB 17 did not have that AR coating, and trust me, it definitely made it harder to, it was just a lot more reflecting. This has a very nice, this has a flat crystal. This is obviously the nice, very shallow dome crystal, which does give it a very nice look. But then, you're paying a little bit more money for that. The lugs on this are, so obviously the lug to lug is, I think this is about 47 and a half. Kind of hard to do looking at it through a camera. So that's about, say, 48. And I think this has a smaller lug to lug. So this is about 46 and a half. So yes, this does have a smaller lug to lug. I think this is also a little thicker. That's about almost 14. This, with its exhibition case back, should be... Oh, actually, guess what? It's really... No, it's about, 13 and a half. So yeah, yes, this does wear significantly smaller than this, and that really comes down to the bezel, the straight edge. This has a rounded edge. This is much more polished, much more shiny, has a very vintage look from the 1950s, whereas this has, even though this is an homage to a 1960s watch, I think this is a very contemporary look. They're both really great watches to have because they have the exact same movement. So you're getting the exact same, power reserve, and the accuracy that's not so great, but they really have to be regulated. And they really are the same watch, but in completely different bodies. So depending on what your preference is, get either of them or get both of them. Like, I have both. Anyway, I hope that helps you. And please be sure to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you on another video.